everybody, it's Kyle coming to you from my basement. A couple things are a little bit different. That Vivitar soundboard thing, thumbs down. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with it, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, I recorded this yesterday, actually, and it was giving me issues with the headphones, and then when I listened to the recording later, after recording it without any headphones, it was horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. So, there you go. All right, what's going on that's good in my life right now? Lots of things. You know, it's a busy time. These last few weeks before Christmas are a little bit crazy. You know, so it's kind of like a high stress level time. But things are happening and things are getting done. And so, you know, I can't complain too much because things are being achieved. My son is wrapping up his Boy Scout career by getting his Eagle Scout award. His project is coming up shortly, actually this end of this week, pretty much. And so that's been pretty crazy. It's an ambitious project, but it's a good project. It helps people out and people that need things. So, you know, it's admirable. But again, it is a lot of work and it is a lot of stress, and he's been really busy with it. In addition to that, at school, there's all kinds of concerts. We had one with all the choirs. There'll be some pictures in the notes. And then we had, I think we have another band one. I think we've already had a symphonic band one. It's just nonstop, man. In addition, my daughter, of course, volleyball and swim. Swim meet coming up this week. I mean, it's just a lot going on, man. Ramping up big time. So it's hectic, but it's also good because we're doing a lot as a family and getting a lot of things done, getting ready for the end of 2023. Let's see. What am I into right now? You know, I have a couple other records that have come in that I have purchased. The first one is Volume 99 of Vinyl Moon, which is great. Really good stuff. It stinks because I had some music playing at the beginning when I recorded, but it doesn't really matter. But anyway, that came in, and it's great, of course. Next one is the Magic Triple Digit, so 100 next issue or release. And then the other thing that I picked up is, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Greatest Hits. I talk about it a lot. I mean, they have their place. And I've kind of lately been going back, and I really dig some of this old 80s glam or hair metal that I used to listen to as a kid, and really kind of been getting back into that a little bit, which is awesome. So, you know, around Father's Day, my family took me and we went to a record store I hadn't been to before, which is awesome. And up on the wall there were two Rat albums. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Rat, R-A-T-T. They were pretty big in the mid to late 80s. Long story short, I picked up one of those, one of the ones that I listen to a lot. And that is Invasion of Your Privacy. It's not as popular as the one before it, which is Out of the Cellar. Had all these crazy songs on it that were a big deal. Round and Round, probably the biggest one they had. But Invasion of Your Privacy was the one that I listened to a lot. So I was pretty happy to find that. I got that at that time. Listened to it quite a few times. Probably drove everybody a little crazy. Well, Walmart is releasing some of this hair metal type stuff on these compilation albums, like Greatest Hits albums. And I had heard about it. I know Dawkins has one too, and there's lots of other bands too. I saw lots of other ones. But I believe there is a Dawkins box set that I'm interested in that has the first 4 albums, which I love. So I would rather go that route for that. Because Dokken was a big, big part of my teenage years. So I was at Walmart, and I happened to, I didn't happen to, man. Every time I'm there, I go buy the records and take a look. Sometimes they have stuff way discounted too. Not Cargo Largo discounted, but discounted. And so I came across one of the compilation albums, and it was Rat. It had everything from their very first singles all the way up to past Way Cool Jr., which was a huge hit for them on the Dancing Undercover album. I didn't really like that album that much, or the one after it, but I really like those 2, Out of the Cellar and Invasion of Your Privacy, and the big hits off of those are on this album. So been listening to that, enjoying that. It's pretty cool. I'll put some stuff in the photos also you guys can take a look at, and it shows me kind of spinning those. But that's it for music. Not much else, really. I mean, you know, just keeping my eyes peeled for stuff, but nothing really new. And then, let's see, what have I been watching? You know, not a ton. I did watch that whole entire World War II documentary series. It's on Netflix. I think it's 6 episodes, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. I think, is it From the Front Lines? It may be. It's really amazing. Yeah, it is. It's From the Front Lines is what it's called. And it's 6 episodes. And it is absolutely astounding. It takes you all the way through World War II from, 1939 forward. Really even a little bit before that, because it covers some of the stuff that, led this all to happen, basically. But yeah, amazing. They have enhanced the footage. They've taken, it's actually all footage from that time, but they've actually gone in and repaired it and enhanced it a little bit. Pretty much everything's in color. So they've done that. But colorization now is a lot different from how it was when that started. It was pretty horrible. Yeah, it's amazing. If you haven't seen that series, I highly recommend it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's a sad state of affairs, what's going on. And it definitely solidified the fact in my mind that Germany was pretty bad. Nazi Germany and Hitler's movements and all that, that is the worst thing about World War II, beyond a doubt. I mean, the Japanese were rough to fight in the Pacific. There's no doubt about it. And I know that ultimately it came to the point where we thought all we could do to stop the war was a couple nukes, and we did that. But, dude, the Nazis were horrifying. There's one story in there that I'll never ever forget. And what it is when the invasion was happening in Berlin, so the United States and the Westerners were coming from one direction, and from the other side was Russian army. And they both kind of hit Berlin around the same time. And Dachau, I believe, wasn't too far away. I don't know. I don't know all the geography all that well. But in Dachau, they heard that this was almost over. The Nazis did. And so they rounded up this group of women that were from Poland, that were Jewish, and they locked them up in a factory and set a timed explosive to go off so that they would all die, and also so that whoever discovered them or whatever would die. And word got out that this is what was going on. And so this American group, this small battalion or whatever, immediately went to go save these people. And when they got there, luckily it had rained, so that ruined the timed bomb. And the American soldiers walked in, and there was one leader, and he was talking to this one particular woman that was part of the group in German, and just was like, why did they do this? Why are you here? And she said, we're Jewish. And he kind of smirked, and he goes, so am I. And then I won't tell you everything about that story, but it's just remarkable. And the fact that they knew they lost and they still insisted on killing people is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. It shows you what they were in it for. And that's ethnic cleansing, and it's disgusting. So I already knew Nazis are horrible and all that jazz, but wow. Definitely strengthened up that feeling within me. And then, there's actually another film that was done a few years ago by Peter Jackson that is going off of Netflix by the end of this month. And that one is about World War II World War One. And that one, he did kind of something similar. And I think he's kind of the one that got this all started, but it is basically the same thing. I think it's called They Shall Not Grow Old. And same deal, he had gone through and by hand, frame by frame, they had repaired this footage from World War One, added in some sounds and voices and stuff, but it's all, 100-year-old footage or more. And I just started it, but I was just floored. I was like, oh my God, this is at least 109 years old, this footage. And to see it presented in this format and everything was just mind-boggling. I think I would like to have that, and I would like to have this World War II series on 4K Blu-ray whenever they decide to release it. I don't know. They're trying to kill off physical media now again, which sucks, but it does seem like it's true. So who knows what's going to happen, but at least for movies. Regardless, I'm going to still collect it, and my very favorite items I will try and keep in a library personally, because there is no better way to watch a film at home, unless you have a movie theater, than on 4K Blu-ray. It's absolutely stunning, especially for older footage, older films. 2001 is one of the most striking things I've ever seen. And right there with it, for sure, is Apocalypse Now. It's absolutely glorious looking. So, yeah, it's a shame if they start getting rid of that. I love watching 4K streaming too, but it's not comparable. The only thing is there's the same amount of pixels, but the imagery is not the same quality at all. Anyway, so did watch that whole World War II documentary. And then, we've been watching the same old stuff, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Veep, people falling down videos, the guy farting in Central Park videos, all that stuff. Let's see, what am I reading? Not much. I mean, I have been reading some of the comics. That Space Job one, definitely. Continuing that one, trying to knock through that one here shortly. I read the second issue, of Subgenre, which is really a wild book. But if that's your kind of thing, I highly recommend it. And that's about it on that. I need to go in and just read a ton of these. I know I say that pretty much every single episode, but I really do need to. So we'll see what I can do. Games, nothing at all. That's it. Podcasts. I mean, not much new, really. Pretty much the same old stuff. I'm gradually making my move over to Spotify podcasts because I know it's going to happen. But I still am using Pocket Casts. And I'm going to until it goes away completely. But, whatever. The new podcast I've been listening to on Pocket Cast are that Who Killed JFK. I told you guys about that one. And then there's a new Mr. Ballin podcast also called Run Fool. And it's great. It's interesting stories as well. Kind of scary, supernatural kind of stories. And it's solid, man. The first one I'm almost done with, but it's the Wendigo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that creature, but it's an American Indian mythos that surrounds it, and it's amazing episode. So definitely enjoying that. Something new for sure in my life, though, I will tell you guys, arrived this last week, and that is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I actually used it at this choir concert that I've been talking about, and so the footage and all that you see, not the photographs, well, maybe some of the photographs of them on stage, but the photographs that are closer up are definitely not from that camera. But this thing is amazing. The fact that it can, on the regs, shoot 4K 60 quite effectively is incredible. But then it also can shoot slow-mo in 4K. It can shoot 4K 120, so technically 4 times slow. That's nuts. That's nuts. I'm really looking forward to messing with that a lot. But probably the biggest drawback to it is the lack of zoom, because there's no real, it's a fixed lens, you know, so it's digital zoom. I think you can zoom 2 times on 4K 60. But that's all right, man. Because as anyone who knows much about video production goes, or knows, 4K is essentially 4 times 1080p or 4 times HD. And so you can zoom in up to 4 times when you're editing or doing whatever, and you still have HD. So no big bummer there. Now, I mean, the lens has to be able to focus on everything that far away, but I mean, for what I would be using this for, it's perfect. But it's an amazing little device, and I got the Creator combo. It comes with a wireless mic, and the receiver is built into the camera, so you don't have to worry about that. So just one piece instead of 2, and the little microphone, the transmitter that it comes with, there's so many cool little things about it. I mean, it has noise reduction, which is amazing. It also comes with a little dead cat, which is cool. I don't know if you're not familiar with what that is. It's kind of a little fuzzy microphone cover that helps it absorb the sound of wind or whatever, so that it doesn't interfere with the recording. But yeah, that's pretty slick that it comes with that. And then the other thing it comes with is cool. I mean, most lav microphones or small microphones will have a little clip, and this one does. But that little clip is made out of metal, and it comes with this sweet little magnet. It's very powerful, that you can put on the outside of your shirt or inside, doesn't really matter. And then you just snap this on, and it holds it tight. And here you can hear it. Yeah, it's strong. But yeah, that's amazing. The other cool thing about it is you can buy another one of these transmitters, and the camera will work with both. So it can record up to 2 of them built in, which is awesome. I know a lot of people are big Rode wireless mic fans, and I like Rode stuff too, but this thing sounds great. So there's no need for anything external. But yeah, man, that thing is amazing. I'm enjoying it. It came with an extra battery pack as well. So as you're using it, you can charge it up at the same time, so you can have extended battery basically. So you can record for hours, really. It does use micro SD cards, so you got to get a pretty fast one of those to record in 4K. Gonna have to be able to do like 130 or more megabits per second. But yeah, it's incredible, man. I will put some of the footage and stuff in the notes as well, and you guys can go check it out at that picture link that I usually put in there. But yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. Not a whole lot else. Nothing really super new. Nothing crazy out there that I'm just like dying to see. I mean, there might be some things that I might be interested in seeing. I probably would go see Wonka, even though I don't know. I don't think we needed a prequel. I'd like to see a sequel. I'd like to see The Great Glass Elevator with the Vermicious Canids. You know, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with those books, but that's a hell of a story. I'd love to see that one done and brought to life on film. Who knows if we ever will. But, I mean, I would be willing to give Timothée Chalamet a chance because he's a pretty good actor, man. If he can somewhat channel the great Gene Wilder, then I think we've got a pretty good deal here. We'll have to wait and see. That third trailer, not final, but the third trailer came out for Dune Part 2 also. I can't wait for that. I guess I do want to go see Poor Things, I think is what it's called. That's a film, kind of a reimagining of Frankenstein. Yeah, Poor Things. It looks incredible. Willem Dafoe is in it. Emma Stone. It's by the person who created, what is that thing called? The Lobster, I think, from a few years ago, that crazy movie. But it looks really amazing. I definitely want to see that one. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's up there with some of the other films I've seen lately. That Godzilla film, which was amazing. And then the Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage, which was pretty incredible as well. That's about it, guys. Not a whole lot else going on. Just thought I'd step in and re-record this for you. And I appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully next week be able to get a little bit better recording. If not, I'll use this old standby, which is my Blue Nessie mic, which sounds beautiful. I do have to do noise removal in case you can't hear all that. You may not be able to after I run that, but it's pretty loud. But that's it, guys. I appreciate you listening. I will be back with another episode, hopefully next week. So keep on keeping on and get off my lawn.